welcome back to the Tasting Table Test Kitchen. I'm Jeff Bartikovics.
I'm Scott Hawker, and we're going to show you other ways to use cranberries. So we're going to show you how to make fruit bars, but instead of using raspberry jam, apricot jam, we're going to use cranberries themselves.
Sounds delicious.
Yep, so to start, we're going to actually cook the cranberries to make them into a jam of sorts. And what that requires is a hot oven, so preheat your oven to 425. Regular sugar, maple sugar, cinnamon, clove, ginger, black pepper, and star anise. We're going to add this to the cranberries themselves. Toss those around a bit with a spoon. And then, to give it a little bit of brightness, because as we all know, cranberries are quite tart, we're going to add orange juice.
Smells great already.
That is from one large orange and the zest of that same orange.
Give it a mix.
Yep.
And once that's thoroughly incorporated, we're going to put it right here out on the pan, and we're going to roast them, which is a nice innovative thing to do with cranberries for a recipe like this. Let me give you a little bit of a hand here.
Thank you.
Make sure everything's thoroughly incorporated, spread them out a little bit, and as Scott said, we're going to pop them in the oven at 425 degrees for about how long, Scott?
About 10 to 12 minutes, just until they start to soften and pop a little bit.
Great. What we've got here is a 9-inch square baking pan, and we've cut parchment paper or wax paper if you don't have any parchment, so that it's just a little bit larger than, higher than the sides of the pan. And tell us about that dough there. I know that we've got all-purpose flour, got a little bit of wheat flour for some nuttiness. Exactly. We've got two kinds of sugar, brown sugar and confectioner sugar, some salt and some baking soda.
So once you have all those dry ingredients mixed together, then all you do is add this kind of shortbread-like base to the pan itself. I'll let you dig in about 2/3 maybe.
Only need is 2/3 of this for the bottom, is that right?
That's right.
I think that looks like about 2/3. And once I've got that in there, I'm going to add the roasted cranberries.
So here's what the finished cranberries look like.
Beautiful.
Nice and soft, a little bit caramelized. Scoop those in.
Give you a hand, teamwork. And now the beautiful trick about this recipe is that the top crust is actually just the same as the bottom crust with a 1/3 cup of rolled oats. Throw those in, give that a quick mix. And Scott, why don't you do the honors there?
Yeah, there is one little trick. You can pour it on however you need to, just make it spread out evenly. But if you kind of crush it a little bit and let it down, you get nice chunks, and those turn into delicious streusel bits.
Fancy. What are we going to bake it at, Scott?
You're going to turn the oven down to 375 and bake it for about 35 minutes until the top is nice and golden brown. You can kind of see the cranberries popping away, gurgling like a pie.
Well, I'm hungry. Comes out of the oven. It should look something like that, and as you can see, you've got 3 nice layers to that cake. You have the beautiful cranberry in the middle.